base catalyzed ring opening. And of course, we're still talking about the epoxides. Okay. So, under acidic conditions, we saw that we protonated the epoxide, that is the lone pairs that are there, and then reaction occurred. In the general reaction here, what we're going to see is that we can take an epoxide and generically representing it here in this way. Nothing specific about this except that, again, nucleophilic attack is going to be preferred on a primary position. And we can add a whole slew of different kinds of bases. If we add a base, okay, the base contains something with lone pairs. It can be charged, so it could be hydroxide or alkoxide. But it can also be neutral. So for instance, a nitrogen that does contain one proton, at least one, could have two, has a lone pair, and it can nucleophilically ring open epoxides also. This is an SN2 reaction. And so the base is going to be attached to the least substituted carbon. And I'll illustrate it with B here. And so we do nucleophilic ring opening. And just to give you an illustration of the mechanism, the nucleophile attacks here in the classic SN2. We ring open this, and then of course protonation occurs to give us the final product. So that's the general reaction. Let's look at a few examples. We can make a number of different kinds of products this way. I'm going to use this epoxide generically here. If we react this with sodium hydroxide, we make a diol. With the same substrate, we can react an alkoxide. Okay, and the alkoxide will ring open also. Goes to the least substituted carbon, and we make an ether alcohol, ethereal alcohol, a diol here, and we can react this, and again we'll use that same epoxide substrate, say with diethylamine. It's a nice, not too high boiling amine, but it is a liquid that we can use, and it will ring open that epoxide, again giving us the alcohol, and in this case an amino alcohol and a tertiary amine. So wide variety of bases work here. This is an SN2 reaction. It generally works best when one end of the epoxide is primary. When it's secondary, you've got to have either a symmetrical epoxide or you're going to get mixtures of diastereomers. So this is the case where it actually works the best.